If you've ever had a water leak in your property in Baltimore City and you received a water bill and you opened it and you looked at that astronomical figure on that water bill, trust me, I have been there and I know exactly what you're going through. But you've come to the right video, because in this video, I am going to tell you how to request for your water bill to be adjusted in the city of Baltimore. And by the way, my name is Jada.Brown. I am a real estate agent and property manager in Baltimore City. And if you have any questions about the real estate market in Baltimore City, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Now, today I am going to be talking about how to request for your water bill to be adjusted. And the first thing that I want to tell you is that in order to do so, you must repair the active leak. Baltimore City will not grant this adjustment if the leak is already active and it's still active. They're not going to adjust your bill for that. So you want to make sure that you have repaired the active leak. If you are the property owner, ensure that you hire a licensed Maryland home improvement contractor to repair the leak, and you get a receipt that you have paid, right? So if that's an invoice, if that's a contract, a receipt, whatever it is, make sure that you have proof that you have paid and that this leak has been resolved. If you are the tenant of this property, then you need to reach out to your landlord and ask them if you can submit the adjustment form or can they submit it. And based on that, either request a copy of the receipt or give them the relevant information for them to do it on your behalf. Another thing that you need to be aware of is that you cannot keep doing this adjustment form every time that you have a leak. They will only grant you one every couple of years. This is not every time that you have a leak. So you want to ensure that whatever was causing you to have that water leak has been resolved completely. The next thing that you want to do is to gather and fill out the necessary documents. So the first thing is the water and sewer adjustment request form, and you can get this a few ways. The easiest way is to just Google Baltimore City Water and Sewer Adjustment Form, and this form is provided by Department of Public Works, or DPW. You can get it on their website. You can call the Department of Public Works and request it, and your customer service representative will email it to you. That is the way that I have done it. Or you can call 311 if you're in Baltimore City and request it from them, and then they will email it to you. And then the next thing is that you're going to have to fill that out. So it's a one-page document, and it essentially asks you what time period was the leak, when was it resolved, what caused the leak, and what did you do to resolve the leak. And that's essentially it. And so you write on there, this leak happened between the dates of April 1st to April 15th. I called the contractor out. They installed a sump pump. They did this, they did that. And then you're going to attach to that one-page adjustment form your proof that it has been resolved, which is your receipt from the contractor. And then they may also ask you for proof of your relation to this property. So are you the property owner? Are you authorized by the property owner to speak on their behalf, i.e., are you the property manager? Are you the tenant? What is your relation to this property to be asking for this adjustment form? And they do have different type of adjustments. So the first is the interior / situational usage adjustment, and this is when the leak is inside of the house, like a toilet or a leaky faucet or a broken pipe within the plumbing system. and the water loss returns to the sanitary sewer system. And then there's also an adjustment for the underground leak, which is for water loss from an underground pipe that has ruptured, and the water does not go back to the sanitary sewer system. And then the next thing that you're going to do once you have all that information is that you will then submit your request. You can either email your request or you can submit it in person. And their address is 200 Holiday Street, first floor, room 8 in Baltimore, Maryland. I would recommend to email it so that you have that paper trail, and then you wait. The one that I just did took about 8 weeks in order for it to be approved. And so that is 8 weeks of you waiting for them to approve it. But for my case, they did approve it, and then they gave me a credit, and the credit was applied to the bill for my tenant. And you need to also be aware that you must submit this request within 60 days of the bill being issued. And the adjustment is calculated by using your average daily water consumption from the last billing period before the leak. And the additional water and sewer charges are then deducted from the bill. And I want you to be aware of, there's no guarantee that they will approve your adjustment form. So please do not watch this video and say, oh, some girl on YouTube said you're going to automatically accept it. No, I am not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is that if you do this correctly and you really did mitigate, or you really did have an active leak that you had repaired and you mitigated the repair effectively, then you most likely will have it approved. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please comment them down below. And if you would like to connect, just shoot me a text or email, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.